Alright, yo. Let's play us some Cowboy, cowpokes. Now this in here will be my first time playing this old game. So I have no ideas what I'm doing. A horse, a taller dog. Don't tell that to them Uma Musume players. Lasso. Use this to get far away stuff. And whiskey. Drink this to become stupider. Whiskey. It's strong stuff, I tell ya.
A familiar face. I never thought I'd see you again.
Never thought I'd see you again. Meet. Scoot away. Meet? Shall we meet this fella? Shall we meet this fella or shall we scoot away, cowpokes? I'm thinking we should meet this folk. I'm thinking we should meet this man, this familiar man.
At a crossing in the road, a lone gunman riding a black horse meets your gaze. He speaks through a cigarette.
He meets your gaze.
Morning! Wait, you know him. When you were 6, he wooed your mom, killed your dad, and kicked your dog.
What in tarnation?
Show him something to remind him who you are.
How about a gun, sir? I'll show him my lasso and I'll rope him good. I will rope him good, I shall.
You draw your lasso and swing it around. Remember this? He turns to face you, but doesn't look scared. You're that weird lasso kid. Is this supposed
You're
to be
that weird lasso
pretty far
kid.
away. Get a longer lasso, and maybe you'll get your revenge. As he rides off, your shaking fists unclench. Next time.
Keep lasso. Well, at least we didn't lose anything. Let's head on, shall we? Let's go, cowpokes.
Oasis, a little slice of paradise.
A little slice of paradise. Relax, scoot, let's relax.
After a long trek through the desert, you stumble onto a pool of clear blue water, surrounded by shrubs. There's little critters around, too. You take a drink from the pool and feel refreshed. You're grateful this wasn't a mirage.
+1 health. Alright. Alright. Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
See your future for a prize.
4C, I always trust them fortune tellers, see.
To you from the back of a ramshackle wagon. I've been waiting for you, little one. Your future is clouded, yes? Give me 2 cards and I'll ask the spirits to combine them into one. Entranced, you gaze into their crystal ball as your destiny comes into focus.
We shall combine the horse in the whiskey to get a drunken horse. Or something. I don't rightly know what this fortune teller's gonna give us, cowpokes, but we shall see.
You give your horse some whiskey. Why would you do that, little guy?
+1 drunk horse. A horse who can't think or walk straight. I like the look of this here barn.
Farmer's son. There's a farmer, and that must be his son.
Walk over, they seem nice.
You sneak onto the farm and look for a snack, and find the farmer's son standing outside the barn with a can of beans. He calls you over. You walk over and try to play it cool while planning a romantic gesture. What's your move?
Romantic. I ain't no man lover. Lasso, 'cause it'll be funny.
This isn't his first rodeo. He grabs your lasso, and things get a little freaky.
Okay. Moving on. Let's be moving on, shall we? We pretend that never happened.
Shooting contest. Some sharpshooters are gathered around. Gathered around an old fence post is a group of sharpshooters, twirling their guns and stroking.
Dysentery.
You step forward and they eye you down real good. You attempt to show off your skills with
my dysentery. I show off my dysentery skills.
You start bragging about your exploits, but the sharpshooters aren't impressed and laugh right in your face once you mention the
Dysentery.
Ha! -1 health. Ah well, it's only one.
haunting. It's late, but you can't quite get to sleep.
Let's get that health right back, shall we?
In the night by a visage of your parents and your dog. They're silent, but you can feel their pride and support in your quest for revenge. They reach out, and you can feel they want to help.
What will you upgrade?
I upgrade my dysentery. I upgrade my drunk horse.
As you show them your
Yeehaw,
everything goes
cowpokes.
quiet. As you wake up, you're sad to leave the dream. As you prep to get back on the road, you notice your drunk horse is different. I guess the only thing better than one drunk horse is two.
+1 drunk horse. Let's go to the upper path.
Busy
We have
saloon.
2 drunken
Pretty
horses.
popular place. As soon as you saunter
I love
in, the place
myself a
immediately
saloon, I
gets
sure
silent.
do.
The bartender looks you square in the eyes. We don't just let anyone in here. You go to prove your grit and reach for your...
I reach for my drunk horse.
You try to show your cowboy credentials with your...
Drunk horse.
but it gets stuck in the saloon swinging doors. It becomes a whole situation. How embarrassing.
How in tarnation? Tragic accident. Another close call could be the last. Oh no, so no. Fate is having it in for us, it sure is.
Friendly poker game. Doesn't seem that friendly.
Let's just scoot away, shall we? Our luck's not being too good lately. Why can't I?
Friendly poker game.
We have no
If you
choice.
show
We
your
have no
hands, the dude
choice,
across the table
cowpokes.
springs out of his chair and points his finger at you. This good-for-nothing skunk has the same cards as me. Thinking quickly, you grab your...
I grab my tragic accident.
Before you can respond, the ceiling beam splinters and breaks. With a sickening thud, the roof caves in. Everyone except you is crushed to death. Whoops.
Yeah! Our luck is turning up. That is what I like to see, y'all. +1 dead body. We gotta discard these dead bodies. We can't be seen with these, especially not in the authorities. This was a pure tragic accident, you see. I have nothing to do with this. Ah, well. It might be plastic, but it's valuable. Trust me. Trust me, sirs, in that ends.
Farm work. Looks like the farmer could use some help.
I'll help him.
As you make your way past the
I
large
shall,
farm, you
I
spot a
shall.
farmer standing on the edge of the property. He calls you over and tells you he's looking for help. He smiles and asks,
What can you do for me, partner?
Well, I can give you one of my dead bodies.
they could always use some more help around the farm. They gladly take your dead body and offer you some money.
Oh, thank you kindly, sir. You are quite a generous farmer.
Oasis, a little slice of paradise. After a long trek through the desert, you stumble onto a pool of clear blue water surrounded by shrubs. There's little critters around, too.
You take a drink from the pool and feel refreshed.
Give me some
Grateful
health.
this wasn't a mirage.
You see. Yeah, I'm grateful this wasn't a mirage. We're almost at the end of our trek, our adventure.
An old cowboy's getting
Is
ready
this
to
the
leave
whole
town.
game, the cowpokes? Old Cowboy.
As you make your way through the train stop, an older cowboy meets your gaze and waves you over. He tells you he's had enough of this hooting and hollering cowboy
Enough of
life
this
and
hootin'
hanging up his
hollering.
hat and boots for good. The last straw was when my shooting finger got shot clean off in my last duel. With that one gone too, I can't even shoot lefty no more. He's getting rid of all of his old cowboy things for some sense of closure and offers you a choice between his favorite things. His train is getting ready to leave, so choose quickly.
I shall take that cute gun. It may be cute. However, it's the only gun I can get at the current moment.
They hand you their
Cute gun.
reluctantly. Do me a favor and keep this in your holster, kid. I don't want anybody else dying because of this here.
Cute gun.
He sighs deeply as he steps aboard the train.
You know, thinking back, maybe I should have taken that golden lasso so the next time I see that man who I'm getting revenge against won't laugh at me so much. Then again, I'd rather shoot him
Second
dead.
chance. Don't
In
waste it this
Minecraft.
time. Toward the end of a long day's trek through the desert, you stop on the side of the road for a bathroom break. Partway through, you turn around and notice the gunman passing you on their horse. You stop with a shudder and try to steel yourself. He hasn't seen you, and you can't waste another chance at getting your revenge. Take a moment and plan your move. How will you kill the gunman?
With my cute gun, sir.
Classic. Safe. You slowly sneak over to the gunman's camp to get a better shot. Everything's going well, but then you step on a twig and his horse whinnies in your direction. He yells, "Who's out there?" Your hands shake, but you point your gun toward him anyway. Bang! 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 The gunman screams from a landed shot, then dives behind his horse as you keep firing. Just as you rain out of bullets, you hear him swear and run off into the night. You wipe the sweat from your brow and curse under your breath.
Son of a gun! A dead horse. Well, I'll be. Let's go to this house silo.
Farm work. Looks like the farmer could use some help.
I'll help him. Maybe
As you
he'll
make
give
your
me
way
some
past
money.
the lone farm, you spot a farmer standing on the edge of the property. He calls you over and tells you he's looking for help. He smiles. and asks,
He is.
"What can you do?"
This is one of them repeated events, cowpokes. I can give you a dead horse.
He's overjoyed with your offer of a dead horse. Right. Y'all have a nice time, and he gives you something for your troubles.
We rode on that dead horse? How? You know, I'm not gonna ask too many more questions. This game doesn't seem to be too logical.
Oasis, a little slice of paradise. After a long
These
trek
have
through
never
the
steered
desert,
me
you
wrong.
stumble onto a pool of clear blue water, surrounded by shrubs. There's little critters around, too. You take a drink from the pool and feel refreshed. You're grateful this wasn't a mirage.
7 health. Hey, campfire.
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 Legs are achy after a tough day on the road. You strike up a small campfire and take a load off. You can't explain why, but something about this place makes you feel totally rejuvenated. You wonder if there's magic afoot.
Yeehaw!
Farmer's son. There's a farmer, and that must be his son.
No.
Haunting. It's late, but you can't quite get to sleep.
Hunting. I don't believe in
The
ghosts.
visage of your parents and your dog. They're silent, but you can feel their pride and support in your quest for revenge. They reach out, and you can feel they want to help.
What will you upgrade?
My gun.
As you hand them your
Cute gun.
My
everything
cute
goes quiet when
gun.
you wake up. You're sad to leave the dream, but as you prep to get back on the road, you notice your
Cute gun.
has turned into a
Gold gun.
The golden gun. Yeah! Oh, everyone. Cowpokes, do you know how valuable this is? That's a one-shotter, I tell you. It's satisfyingly heavy. Holding it makes you feel important. Because I am. Let's go to this wagon.
Fortune teller. See your future for a price.
Alright,
A
okay.
crowded figure beckons to you from the back of a ramshackle wagon. I've been waiting for you, little one. Your future is clouded, yes? Give me 2 cards and I'll ask the spirits to combine them into one.
Combine my money, ma'am.
To their crystal ball as your destiny comes into focus.
I want to become rich.
You attend a local auction where you flaunt your wealth. A local businessman is impressed by your
Money.
and you become friends.
That's what I'm talking about. A really, really ridiculous rich guy that nobody likes. He looks like the spy emoji.
Cathartic confession. Process your past with a professional.
We can always do with cleansing our sins here and there every once so often.
You wake up in a decaying chapel. The roof is falling apart and the pews are all rotten. The confession booth is the only thing in pristine shape. Something calls you towards it. A priest welcomes you. Have a seat and confess. Let me take your struggles and break them apart.
Have some dysentery.
You recall a terrible memory at the dysentery. It's so bad the priest shudders and says, "Yikes, and how does that make you feel?" After a few hours of crying and talking, you figure out what went wrong at the dysentery.
Not great for wrangling, but a nice memory nonetheless. A treasure! A treasure!
Treasure?
What could this be?
Ain't no
While trudging through
mimic.
an especially sandy stretch of desert, you damn near break your foot on something hard and wooden. Must be something buried here. As you sift through the sand, you uncover an old chest embossed with gold. Let's see what's inside.
Plus 1 gold tooth and blood money. Hope it was worth it. The dentist overcharged for this.
Farm work. As you make your way past the
Okay.
old farm, you spot a farmer standing on the edge of the property. He calls you over and tells you he's looking for help. He smiles and asks, "What can you do for me, partner?"
Drunk
So
horse.
overjoyed with your offer of a drunk horse ride. Y'all have a nice time, and he gives you something for your troubles.
I get to keep it? Well, yeehaw! Cowpokes, I'm having so much fun.
Looks like a pretty popular place.
Let's go in this busy saloon, shall we?
And the place immediately goes silent. The bartender looks you square in the eyes. We don't just let anyone in here. You go to prove your grit and reach for your...
My grit.
You play it tough and shoot a random patron with your...
Gold gun.
Turns out he was a wanted man. Nice job.
I meant to do that.
Haunting. It's late, but you can't quite get to sleep. You're visited in the night by a visage of your parents and your dog. They're silent, but you can feel their pride and support in your quest for revenge. They reach out, and you can feel they want to help. What will you upgrade? As you hand them your...
Gold gun.
Everything goes white and you wake up. You're sad to leave the dream, but as you prep to get back on the road, you notice your...
Gold gun.
has turned into a...
Double guns.
Double guns. You know what's better than 1 gun, cowpokes? 2 guns. I wish there was still gold, though.
Oasis, a little slice of paradise. After a long trek through the desert,
Nothing's
you
stopping
stumble out
us.
to a pool of clear blue water surrounded by shrubs. There's little critters around, too. You take a drink from the pool and feel refreshed. You're grateful this wasn't a mirage.
Let's hope we run into that man again. I want to kill him dead in
Final
Minecraft.
encounter. Your adventure ends here, one way or another.
One way or
On a supply
another.
run in town, you're stopped by a postman. He says he has a message for you from someone called the Gunman. You open the letter and discover it's an invite. Tonight at sunset, the gunman will be waiting for you at the mountain, El Typo. He wants to settle this once and for all. Kill or be killed. Use the rest of the day to plan your final showdown. On your way to El Typo, you clean your double guns and give it a test shot. When you arrive, the gunman is sitting on a rock near the summit, looking westward. You silently nod and then get into position. It's hot and there's sweat on your brow, but your hands are steady. You turn around and take 10 steps and stand still. You think of your parents and your dog and visualize your draw, aim, and fire. On 3, you both draw your double guns and fire in the span of a blink. The shots ring out together. Bang! A sharp pain tells you you're hit, left shoulder, not close to your heart. You hit the gunman in the neck. He's quick to grab the wound, but it's too late. He grumbles some final words as he bleeds out. Sorry about your dog. That wasn't cool.
Revenge. At long last, you found what you were looking for. And that's why! Ladies and gentlemen, you'd never mess with a seasoned cowpoke of the Wild West.
You got revenge, partner.
Short but sweet. Short but sweet, cowpokes. I, the ultimate cowboy, got my revenge. In memory of dead body. By the way, I did not kill that man. That happened in a tragic accident. The only men that were killed in Minecraft were the ones who committed crimes and needed to be dealt with in Minecraft. A game by Brile Simmons, Chris Wade, Carly Karenseke, Max Hudetz, Nick Lupfer, and Tom Duncan. Well, you are all talented individuals, and I bow at your work. This is a fantastic feat of your team. I am struggling to comprehend. I'm struggling to find the words to use because I'm so impressed. I tell you, my cowpokes, I'm sure, enjoyed the adventure thoroughly, as have I. Well, now, let's do it again. But now, we're going to be stupid. We're going to make the worst decisions. The worst decisions, cowpokes. The absolute awful, worst, biggest mistakes a man or a woman could possibly make. And see what it gets us, shall we?
A familiar face. I never thought I'd see you again.
We're not taking this seriously at all.
At a crossing in the road, a lone gunman riding a black horse meets your gaze.
See my whiskey.
Pull out some whiskey and offer it to him.
He studies your face and there's a flash of recognition. I remember you. You want me dead, I reckon. Is that poison? Find me when you know how to kill a cowboy. As he rides off, his shaking fists slowly unclench. Next time.
I don't care, sir.
Farmer's son. You sneak onto the farm and look for a snack, and find the farmer's son standing outside the barn with a can of beans. He calls you over. You walk over and try to play it cool while planning a romantic gesture. What's your move?
I'm giving him this poison whiskey, sir.
What did he ever do?
You're a mighty fine
He's been
narrator.
in his wait for a while.
He existed. I had to do it.
Hanging in town. They're hanging a criminal in the town square. The criminal
Let's
is
free
about to
him.
be hung by the sheriff. They look kind of
First
sad about
time?
the whole thing. You have a front row seat and grab your... Seeing someone executed was a pretty tough sight. It's a good thing you could share this moment with your dead body.
Next.
Poker game. Doesn't seem that friendly. As you show your hand, the dude across the table springs out of his chair and points his finger at you.
I'm not cheating.
You shift the blame to your dead body and keep playing a few more hands. All aboard! An old cowboy's getting ready to leave town.
Old cowboy's getting ready to leave town. Who could it be?
Cowboy meets your gaze.
You happen to know cowpokes? Do you know who this cowboy is?
Ah,
Ah, the one who's gonna give me something. Gold lasso.
there. Gold lasso. And give it one last wistful look. I tied up so many bandits with that darn gold lasso. And plenty of farmers' sons and daughters, too. He sobs as he steps aboard the train. Traveling salesman. Lots of interesting wares for sale.
Peruse, let's
His wagon is
peruse,
open
shall
and
we?
displaying a variety of western wares for sale. Something catches your eye. You walk over to the salesman and hope to make a trade. What will you offer? Your
Poker chip.
is enough for a small rope. He hands it over. That's all.
Bastard.
All aboard! An old cowboy's getting ready to leave town. As you make your way through the train, they hand you their gun reluctantly. Do
Gun.
me a favor and keep this in your holster, kid. I don't want anybody else dying because of this here. Gun. He sighs deeply as he steps aboard the train.
I promise to never use it, sir. Unless I need to.
Oasis. After a long trek,
Oops. After a long trek through the desert, you stumble onto a pool of clear blue water surrounded by shrubs. There's little critters around, too. You wander towards the edge to find a place to sit. You aren't very careful and disturb a rattlesnake that was sunning on the rocks. It moves to bite your hand as you reach for your horse. My horse.
rattlesnake doesn't care about your horse and disappears into the rocks. You spend the rest of the afternoon sucking the venom out your thumb, which surprisingly works. Lucky you.
Good thing I know how to suck. Good thing, too.
A stranger in town. They look a little tipsy. Stranger
This ought to
starts
be
rambling
fun.
about different nearby happenings. Which story are you interested in hearing about?
Tell me about your wrestling match,
Probably
sir.
there's gonna be a
Or,
wrestling
madam,
match soon.
Stranger, tell me about your wrestling match. Wrestling match soon.
Traveling salesman. Lots of interest. His wagon is.
I don't need two of these things. That's what we call a cowboy. You rope yourself something with your lasso so you don't have to pay. That's what we call a cowboy coupon. Keep lasso and +1 gold gun. Alright, cowpokes.
Doesn't seem that friendly.
Another
As
poker
you show
game.
your hand, the dude across the table springs out of his chair and points his finger at you. This good-for-nothing skunk has the same cards as me. Thinking quickly, you grab your... You lasso away the accuser's gun, and surprisingly, everyone cheers. Turns out that guy was kind of a bully.
I win as usual.
A second chance. Don't waste it this time. Toward the end of a long day's trek through the desert, you stop on the side of the road for a bathroom break. Partway through, you turn around and notice the gunman passing you on their horse. You stop with a shudder and try to steel yourself. He hasn't seen you, and you can't waste another chance at getting your revenge. Take a moment and plan your move. How will you kill the gunman?
I ain't gonna kill him. Let's go watch a wrestling match.
You decide you're not ready to take on the gunman alone and call on a friend from the wrestling match for help. Together you sneak up to the edge of his camp, being very careful not to make a sound. You look over at your wrestling match friend, and just them being there is enough to assure you. You give him a quick signal and then circle round to the other side of the campfire to trap the gunman. On your way over, your wrestling match friend stumbles out into the campfire light and into view. You freeze in place. The gunman whips out an oversized revolver and blasts your wrestling match friend without missing a beat. Bang! They're dead instantly. You cower
At least it
behind the
wasn't
rock,
me.
shaking,
At least it
until the
ain't
gunman
me.
backs out, and then weep a while over your wrestling match friend. You take their things.
They gave me a baby. They had a baby. Sweet, sweet angel.
Traveling salesman. Lots of interesting wares for sale.
You poor
Wagon
thing.
is open and displaying a
You
variety
poor
of Western
thing.
wares for sale. Something catches your eye. You walk over to the salesman and hope to make a trade. What will you offer?
You can have my baby.
It's not often he get offered a
Baby.
He gladly accepts and gives you something for your discretion.
Oh my God.
Farm work. Looks like
Shooting contest. Some sharpshooters are gathered around. Gathered around an old fence post is a group of sharpshooters, twirling their guns and stroking their chins. You step forward and they eye you down real good. You attempt to show off your skills with your...
I'll show off my baby horse
You try to
skills.
perform a complicated trick shot while riding on your...
What do you think,
baby
cowpokes?
horse. As you go to pull the trigger, you slip. Classic Butterfinger moment. Busy saloon. Looks like
Busy
and
saloon.
the place immediately goes silent. The bartender looks you square in the eyes. We don't just let anyone in here. You go to prove your grit and reach for your...
Blood money.
Surely your money is as good as anyone else's. You toss your
blood money.
to the bartender, but it lands short, and everyone around scrambles to grab it in a frantic scuffle.
Farmer's daughter. There's a farmer, and that must be his daughter. You sneak into the farm to look for a snack.
This is my
Find the
chance,
farmer's daughter
cowpokes.
standing
I can
outside
impress the
barn.
farmer's daughter.
She calls
I
you
can
over.
impress
You
the
walk
farmer's
over, try to
daughter.
play it cool.
And really,
Romantic gesture. What's your move?
really have it good.
She's actually busy that day and can't come to your fist fight, but offers you some whiskey instead.
Damn.
Fortune teller. See your future for a price.
A shrouded figure beckons to you from the back of a ramshackle wagon. I've been waiting for you, little one. Your future is clouded.
What shall happen if we combine the dead horse and whiskey?
You give your dead horse some whiskey. Why would you do that, little guy?
It came back to life.
All aboard! As you make... They hand you there. Hanging in town. A criminal is about to be hung by the sheriff.
First time. Go, drunken horse.
You ride your drunk horse.
Yeah!
To
Oh!
rescue the criminal while getting shot at.
Ouch.
Ouch! Ouch!
Fortune teller. See your future. A shrine. Your bandit accidentally shoots a bystander with your gold gun. Hails, bells.
Hails, bells! +1 murder. Another one bites the dust. And another one down, and another one down, and another one bites the dust.
Farm work. As you make...
What can you do for me, partner? Murder.
Delighted at your offer, he asks you to murder the cowboy that stole his favorite cow. You find the cowboy hard at work at a nearby ranch. Before you can murder him, he invites you in for lemonade, and you have a great conversation. You end up inviting him to join your posse.
Now that's what I like to see. A cowboy just like me.
Shooting contest. Some sharpshooters are gathered around. Gathered around an old fence post is a group of sharpshooters, twirling their guns and stroking their chins. You step forward and they eye you down real good. You attempt to show off your skills with your...
Gold lasso. Darn it.
You snatch a gun from someone else using your
Gold lasso.
Using the borrowed gun, you perform a flashy gun spinning trick. They're so impressed they let you keep it.
Wooden gun. You know you could defeat Dr. Doom with this thing. Handcuffed, but in a shitty way.
Busy saloon. Looks like a pretty popular place.
Looks like a pretty popular place, y'all.
As soon as you saunter in, the place immediately...
You ever been to
goes
a
silent.
good
The
saloon?
bartender looks you square in the eye.
Cowpokes?
We don't just let anyone in here. You go to prove your grit and reach for your...
Wooden gun.
You play it tough and shoot a random patron with your...
Wooden gun.
Hell!
Turns out he was a wanted man. Nice job.
I know what? That wasn't supposed to work. It was a fake gun. It can't fire bullets. How
Farmer.
in
There's
science?
the farmer, and that must be his daughter.
You sneak into the farm to look for a snack and find the farmer's
You know
daughter
what?
standing outside the barn. with
You know
a
what
basket of
women
pizza.
love?
She calls you over.
Money.
You walk over and try to play it cool while planning a romantic gesture. What's your
I'm
move?
rich, lady. I'm rich. Marry me.
She's offended with your offer of blood money and storms away. You try to drown your sorrows.
Your loss.
Final encounter. Your adventure ends here, one way or another. On a supply run in town, you're stopped by a postman. He says he has a message for you from someone called the Gunman. You open the letter and discover it's an invite. Tonight at sunset, the gunman will be waiting for you at the mountain El Typo.
I'll send someone else to do it.
As you're getting ready to leave for El Typo, you decide your best chance of success is to bring backup. You find your cowboy and ask them to help set a trap for them.
You find your
Before they get to the mountain.
cowboy.
You arrive together super early and spend an hour plotting different ways of taking out the gunman. Simple is better, so your cowboy
Cowboy.
ride and you wait out in the open. When the gunman arrives, you're looking westward. You silently nods and you nod back, and they both get into position for the duel. Just as you start counting down, your cowboy jumps
Your
out from
cowboy.
and starts firing at the gunman. Bang! Bang! Several shots hit the gunman and he swears. With his last breath, he fires a few shots towards your cowboy. Bang! One hits him in the gut. The wound doesn't seem fatal, so you rush to help your cowboy to get a doctor. As you wait for the treatment, think about what comes next. You got revenge, partner.
You got revenge, partner. In memory of... No! Cowboy died! We took him to the doctor and everything. In memory of dead body, baby, bandit, and cowboy. Cards you use. Dead horse, long lasso, gold gun, whiskey, blood money, and murder. Complete adventure. Thank you, developers. You've made a mighty fine game. And I love every second of it. Do. Give me a sec, cowpokes. I need to check something. Right here in my background. It'll be just one moment. I swear. It has been checked upon. Should we go for one more run, cowpokes, or should we look into something else? I feel like we may have seen the majority. I believe we have. Any suggestions? Please, cowpokes, if you have any suggestions of what we shall play next, bring it up now. Now's your chance. I'll gladly look into anything that you have to offer me. I'm looking into what I could change, what I could shift to here in the background. You know, I might have to call it early. No suggestions then. I would, I assume, cowpokes. Well, guess I'll just be hitting the old dusty trail. This was fun for a while. I suppose I'll give it a bit more time. So, I suppose there's not much going on right now. You know, I shall be hitting that dusty trail, alright. I shall catch you again at 6 p.m. today. Well, I will catch you later, cowpokes. Pew pew, pew pew pew.